Hey travelers, Mag and I here on day 184 of our trip around the United States. Today is the final day of our admin period here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We finished all the virtuals in Fort Worth yesterday and wrapped up our day at an event held by TTO2. Now, we're starting the day here in Dallas with the intent of finishing the virtuals here in the downtown area as well. Today is absolutely going to be a short day. There are not all that many virtuals here in the downtown Dallas area, so it's not going to take us very long to run through them. And while we probably could get on the road and get started on for our miles for tomorrow, I have no interest in doing so. I wanted to take today nice and easy. So we're going to go ahead and run through these virtuals here, maybe grab a couple of the geocaches around the area, and I plan on stopping well before the sun goes down today. I am excited, however, to be able to explore downtown Dallas and take a look and show you the sights along the way. So let's not waste any more time. Check it out. Come on, let's go. Our tour of downtown Dallas begins in Pegasus Plaza, named for the iconic sign atop the adjacent Magnolia Hotel. This plaza, found along the busy streets of the Main Street District, was created as a centerpiece of a $7 million restoration program for the downtown area. This interesting little spot, tucked between the towering buildings, has been the site of many celebrations since its opening, including the city's Millennium Celebration in 2000, which included fireworks and relighting of the restored Pegasus atop the nearby Magnolia building. Aichan and I both took our time walking the streets of the city, playing tourist as we made our way to the Omni Dallas Hotel to view the original Pegasus, which had flown into the city all the way back in 1934. This Pegasus quickly became a symbol of the city, still appearing in many areas around town, including the Washington High School, the Performing Visual Arts Center, and Pegasus Banks. Near the outskirts of the downtown area, you can visit the Freedmen Cemetery and Memorial. This is one of the largest Freedmen cemeteries in the country. This hard-hitting memorial was built in the late 1990s to commemorate the important site and the significant contribution of Black Americans toward the growth and development of the Dallas area. There are many words of wisdom spread around the memorial, but my personal favorite was the thread of freedom. Opening the drawer to remove fresh cloth, the stench of neglect invades pure air. The fabric worn from the work of a moth, the texture haggard, both from the time and wear. The history which lives with each thread strong. Every stitch brought together by brave souls, congregated to fight against life's wrongs. They came from both sexes, the young and old. I unfold the quilt to inhale beauty. Different colors are combined with each other. They pass down from those who value hard work and duty and would not live property of another. Our inherited freedoms, life's treasures, simply belongs to all, without measures. It has always been my hope that we can all break away from the mistakes of our ancestors and move forward together. Many of the monuments and murals that can be observed while walking in the downtown area seem to reflect this same belief. Cancer Survivors Plaza, a tribute to life, is no less hard-hitting. A common enemy that we all share, which does not discriminate on race, gender, age, or religion. The plaza features a walk that is designed to promote a positive mental attitude, with words of encouragement across the plaques on each pillar. There are several interesting statues to see here, but none more so than the one titled Cancer, There's Hope. It is the last work of the world-renowned sculptor Victor Salmanes. It depicts a contrast between those who have undergone successful treatment and those who are still battling. Exploring the downtown area and seeing the many interesting sights along the way, it is not hard to believe that this is the largest contiguous urban arts district in the United States, spanning 68 acres and 19 blocks. The district is a vibrant and creative hub, featuring a variety of museums, galleries, theaters, and performance spaces, with a focus on contemporary and modern art. Art lovers can eat their heart out in this city as it provides a diverse and engaging experience for artists of all backgrounds. One of the most ambitious works in the city can be found at the Pioneer Plaza. This plaza stands as a tribute to the pioneers that founded Dallas in 1841 and is one of the most visited tourist spots in the city. Coming into the park, you'll see something that you're likely to never see in any other downtown area: a stampede of cattle making their way into town. According to the higher powers in the Dallas area, these 49 steer make up the biggest bronze monument in the world. Each of these Texas Longhorn statues clock in at 6 feet tall, and they are impressive to see in person, standing above your head. Each statue offers a unique moment, frozen in time, whether near the edge of a cliff, avoiding a hole, crossing a river, or making the way downhill. Fear not though, as this herd of steer is under the tight control of cowhands who know just what they're doing. If any of these lifelike statues happen to wander away from the pack, they'll herd them back in and keep them moving right along the wagon train. Even more interestingly, behind this stampede of statues, you can find the Pioneer Park Cemetery, a conglomeration of 4 graveyards with the remains of several of the city's earliest founders buried within. This group of graveyards includes cemeteries for the Oddfellows, the Jewish, the Masons, and the city. Our tour through the virtuals in the downtown area began to approach its end as we made our way to the West End Historic District. It is hard to believe that this bustling area once consisted of nothing more than a simple trading post. It really began to pick up in July of 1872 when the Houston and Texas Central Railroad arrived in the downtown area, attracting manufacturing companies whose warehouses would come to define the architecture. This district has also continued to be in the national spotlight since the 1960s when President JFK was assassinated in a presidential motorcade traveling through Dealey Plaza. Now a significant portion of the West End is dedicated to this tragic event. We in this country, in this generation, are, by destiny rather than choice, the watchmen on the walls of freedom. We ask, therefore, that we may be worthy of our power and responsibility, that we may exercise our strength with wisdom and restraint, and that we may achieve in our time and for all time the ancient vision of peace on earth, goodwill toward men. That must always be our goal, and the righteousness of our cause must always underlie our strength. For as was written long ago, except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh, but in vain. Words that JFK never got to speak that day. Alright travelers, that is going to do it for our day. I promised you a very short day, and I'm delivering as promised. We took a walk through downtown Dallas, saw the historic sites, did the virtuals, saw the JFK Memorial Plaza, the grassy knoll, and everything in between. I really feel like we've done everything we wanted to do in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in the last 3 days. We've gotten our car maintenance done. We were able to get Tombstone, the oldest geocache in the state of Texas. We were able to catch up on all our administrative tasks, and we were able to meet up with several of our Marine friends from 12th Marine Regiments and be able to catch up on old times from back in the day. For tonight, I have one more Marine friend that I'm going to be meeting up with, so I want to call it a night early so I can get over there and we can have a good time. When we hit the road tomorrow, we are going to hit the ground running. From there, we are going to be going hot and heavy through the rest of Texas. It has been great to have these few days to rest, recuperate, and take an easier pace before we get back at it. Thank you guys for continuing to join us. Looking forward to everything Texas has in store in front of us. Like this video, subscribe to stay tuned for daily updates, and we'll see you out on the trails.